Now it's back there.
Well, we'll get it right here in a moment.
It ain't there it went. You got the top of my, there you go. Oh, I don't want that either.
Is that looking okay?
Yeah, that's looking good.
All right. Have we got anybody?
Not yet.
Oh
It
no.
just got me. There's Michael Conley, Inside Out Junk Removal, Kiss My Grass. Erica, hello everybody.
Howdy, howdy. We got sunshine on the farm today, so we thought we'd do a surprise.
Yep, we out here with the can you hear them all crowing and Tom gobble gobble gobbling?
Can y'all hear us all right?
Bubbles Butterfly, Paula, good morning. Deanna
It's
Burris.
afternoon.
Yes, that's right, it is afternoon.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. How is hubby liking his new look?
It ain't too bad today, it's warm. We're hitting up close 70 degrees.
And Paula said, yes, we can hear you fine. Sandy Wilkerson, the busy little house.
Well, howdy.
Man, we done got 10 people in here. This is awesome.
I hear you.
We thought we'd just come out here and let y'all enjoy the sunshine with us a few minutes and ours since we need some.
Yep, that's what we need now, is a bunch of ours.
We sure do. Oh shoot, it is. Paula says 12. They're coming on in. We hadn't never been live at this time during the day either, so we thought we'd just see what kind of response we got.
Yeah, the wind ain't getting too bad, is it?
The busy little, oh okay. It's overcast here in Connecticut. Yes, people, hit that thumbs up. But it rained here last night, and I mean, it poured last night. It's actually supposed to be raining all day today, and we had to go get some hay because we're out. Again, our cows eat, our bulls eat a whole big roll of hay in 2 days. And where it's been so dry, people don't have hay, so it's costing us like $40 a roll. So we gotta get all this pretty sunshine we can to get our pastures looking like this one.
Yep, they're gonna start coming up here. We fixing to start moving some fencing around and get them up here where they can start eating some of this green stuff.
Oh, sun has just gone down here. Happy not to have to get up at 2. That's Erica from the UK.
Oh, well, that's a good thing we went on early today, huh?
Yeah, that's one reason we decided to go live a little earlier, and that way people that was in different time zones.
See if it's working now. It's on the wrong side again.
Is it? Our camera quit or keeps switching backwards and forwards.
Woo!
We about knocked it over.
I'll take him for a wild ride.
Yeah, he's going to turn y'all over. Paula says, wake your phone up, y'all. Yeah, he's going to be down here. I guess we'll probably have to take turns.
Well, no, I was trying to remember.
Hi again.
If I can.
Uh-oh, he's messing with it, y'all.
No.
Hang on.
Alrighty, we'll have to stay close enough to stick the finger to it every once in a while.
Alrighty. How many guineas do you count? We let all the guineas out the other day. There's some over here.
Oh, God, my leg.
And we think we might have lost one.
And there's probably 3 of them on the hog lot, so that's probably
well, we got them all then.
No, there's still 2 missing.
But we had 3 in here, 4 in there, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 10.
Yeah, we had 10.
Yep.
And there's 3 there. And
April Bulin, hello.
oh, where's one more? There's one in the
raining here where we, Steve, where are you at? It was raining here last night. It rained here a lot. We got to know you're really well up that close.
Ain't you glad I didn't take my cap off sitting down there?
Yeah.
I'd have blinded you.
Inside Out says I've been to the barn early and fed the chickens.
Well, I ain't done no feeding yet, but I did go get hay.
Yep, we went and got hay. Sandwich, Illinois. I didn't know Illinois had a place called Sandwich. I think you need to tilt us up a little, honey.
Wrong thing.
Yep. Because I think when you had to turn it around, it moved it.
Yeah.
There you go. That's okay. That's good. They got the top of my head. They don't need
How about now?
That looks good. That looks real good.
It takes me a
He
minute to
said,
figure out how to do that.
did you ever go through Sandwich in Illinois, honey?
I was trying to think. I've been all over Illinois, Indiana.
Annie Ann, hi there. So
Howdy.
glad to have you in here
Yes.
early this afternoon.
Afternoon, you started to say morning again.
I sure did. Where is, okay, I see Heidi, but I still don't see Truffles. Truffles is usually right around Parquet somewhere and we don't see her. So hang on, he's checking on her. Yes, I do need to mute my phone. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for reminding me, Miss Paula. I'd forgot about it. See her?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good enough. And everybody that was wondering about Mama called me yesterday. We went and got her some food and stuff yesterday and took it up to her house. Didn't go in. She come out on the porch and talked to us for a few minutes while we stood back at the vehicle. But her very last test come in yesterday evening. Is probably about 6 o'clock or so whenever she called me. And everything was negative. So Mama never had the bad virus. They just marked her down as having double pneumonia. And so she's out of quarantine, but I told her, I said, you still don't need to be going out, not as vulnerable as you are right now.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a little tired and still, a little weak. But
Pneumonia takes a while to get over it.
It does, but she come out with her up and rollers, so she's doing really good.
Mm-hmm.
She was glad to
Grinning
be back home.
Grinning from ear to ear.
Yes, she was. She said the only thing is, she said if I'd have known that we wasn't contagious, she said I could have got a hug and some sugar. I said, yes, Mama, you sure could have. Be right back. Gotta raise the sunscreen on the front porch. Oh, you out in the sun too on the front porch, Miss Paula?
Hey, I can take my cap off and you'll have to shut it.
I tell you, I hate it for a lot of people. Inside Out Junk asked, what did we think about the food shortage coming for people?
Mm-hmm.
For people like that don't raise their own food, and like Jason that's up there without his animals right now, it's scary. It's very scary. The only
Well,
thing...
it is to a certain extent. To me, it's scary for a lot of people that don't know how to get out here and survive. But we've got enough animals around here and enough wildlife to, I think I can make it.
Oh no. I'm just glad that we've got a lot of meat put up, and any of my family gets hungry or anything, I'll try my best to give them, anything that we've got that we can share with anybody. We will, but I know yesterday, whenever we was out getting Mama stuff, we had to stop by 4 places, and we stopped by a gas station looking for bread and finally found 2 loaves of bread. And I'm telling you, it was out of everything. There was just a few hot dog buns at Walmart, that was it. And I know we was going to get us some more peanut butter. There wasn't no peanut butter there. I know I wore a mask into Walmart yesterday, and I was standing there. I mean, it's kind of sad because this little girl was in the bathroom with her mama, and she looked at me and she pointed and said, "Look, Mom, she's got the virus." And I didn't. I was just protecting myself, but it's sad to see kids that's scared and stuff, and that's one bad thing about trying to protect yourself. It's making people wonder, but
Yeah, but, I mean, you do what you got to do.
exactly. A Simple Life with Chris and Tara. Hello.
Howdy.
Nice to have y'all in here with us. And yes, Red, my mom is very sweet. I'm natured a lot like Mama. She loves to have fun and laugh, and she's a God-fearing woman, and she is very giving to anybody, but especially her kids.
Hey.
I mean, her and Glenn's picked on one another ever since they've known one another.
Yeah, there ain't many people I know of can say that they're pretty much best friends with their mother-in-law.
Well, I could. His mama was awesome, and I could say she was my best friend.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can do the same with your mama. I mean.
Yep. And I mean, I guess in that aspect, we're pretty lucky. I mean, we both got really good families that care about one another.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been together for a long time, and that was something somebody said. Like Jason, it was Jason when he was talking yesterday. He said, material things, money right now is not going to get you nothing because there ain't nothing there for you to buy. But your family, come together with them, love one another, look out for one another, take care of each other. And you got any old people around you, elderly people, shop for them. If you're going out, ask them. I mean, you may not be able to get them much. Here goes our guineas, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, they all got to be vocal.
They really do.
Oh, there goes the hogs.
Yep. They fight a lot.
Uh-huh.
They ain't even got to hurt the other one. They just get scared and start squealing.
Oh, and he said he might get that trailer over here this week.
Okay.
So we may be a little less on hogs next week.
I got to watch my neighbors because this is the grasshopper and the ant story playing out. Yes, it is. And that's something else that we got to consider too and think about. Those chickens are stupid. They're like, hold on now, we make you something, LOL.
Yeah.
They are. I love to watch these guineas. I laugh every time they run. I love animals.
She just laughs.
He said, you're very easily amused. I said, well, that's better than being mad all the time, ain't it?
Yeah, but you that too.
No, I ain't.
1 minute you're laughing, 1 minute you're mad.
Y'all listen to him telling his lies over here.
Oh God, here comes the cats now.
And this is Radar. He's the talking cat.
Radar. Radar.
Radar, you gonna talk to me? Huh? Yeah? You gonna talk to me? He's the one that gets in the house and I say, Radar, what you doing in here? Huh? Say, I ain't nothing but a little cat.
He's a mess.
The reason we named him Radar when he was a baby, he was just tiny. He was the runt.
Look at him now. He still does it.
Yeah.
He points his tail in the direction he wants to go.
He does, but he done it. It was funny because he'd be coming through the grass and the grass would be taller than him, and all you could see was the point of his tail. You knew what direction he was going in because he was pointing it out, so we called him Radar.
Where is it, buddy?
Paula said that Kyle was friends with her mom. It's good whenever you and your in-laws can get along and love one another. She also said it was raining there.
Oh no.
Yep. Butterfly was looking at my chickens and they all start laying eggs like nobody want to be on the dinner table. That ain't no joke. I know ours had cut down. We would get maybe 2 or 3 a day, which we've got an egg eater in ours.
A few of them. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Bumblebees are out.
Yep. And the last 2 or 3 days we've got over a dozen. I mean, that's still down from what we was getting. We was getting like 40 eggs a day, 30 some. And Glenn's out here chasing the bumblebee away.
They done hit me in the top of the head.
Uh-huh.
That's not good when you're bald. Ain't that right, Radar?
He said, ooh. I hope y'all can hear him. I don't know if you can over all the other stuff that's going on, but say I'm talking away. Annie Ann said, I realized yesterday I was out of yeast, so I can't even make my own bread. We have a couple of loaves, so we are good for a bit. Yeah, the last time we went to the store and they actually have bread, I went and picked up like 6 loaves. I put 4 in the freezer. I mean, I know you can't keep them in there long because even after you thaw them out, the edges will get hard. But hey, I'll cut the edges off. I've
A
got
little bread's better than no bread.
Exactly. I've got a bread machine that somebody gave me, and when they give it to me, they didn't give me an instruction manual or nothing, and I hadn't never used one. So if any of y'all got a bread machine, leave in the comments below, or I guess I could go on YouTube and look it up, couldn't I? The name
Probably.
brand, because I need to start making our own bread.
Yeah, you could probably Google it and find a manual.
Probably so. I told my elderly neighbor if she needs something, just let me know. That's very nice, Red. Glenn, I think did it cut off or did you do something?
Well, I touched it, but I don't know.
Well, it's black with some writing on it. It may still be up. I don't know.
It looks like it.
Alrighty.
I was going to sit down for just a minute.
Alrighty. Red said her best friend was her sister. You know, me, Alan, and Carla's all pretty close. I mean, I was 12 when Alan was born, but like I said, from the 6th grade or the end of the 6th grade all the way through high school, and after we raised him, he lived with us, and we're all really close. Jimmy's Jeepstead, hello.
Well, howdy.
Nice to have you in here. We got 15. JoJo's in here.
I hear you.
And Lynn Newton's in here.
Are you keeping up,
now
or
we
you
get
way
to
behind?
see Radar. I've been talking. I just had started reading.
You way behind them, though.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
He is a pretty orange color. He just loves to be
What is
petted.
it, Radar?
Say, I just so friendly.
Hey, get your tail out of my face.
And Deanna said she
I'll
makes
cut it off
bread.
and use it for a mustache.
You better run, Radar. You're gonna lose your hair.
Yeah. Can I shave you and use you for a mustache? Yeah.
Paula says, oh crud, I have a whole new bottle. Too bad you're not closer. I think she's talking to Annie Ann.
Yep, more than likely.
Radar is a nice orange color. He's just a little fart. Say I spoiled rotten. I love hearing him talk to me. You hear him? Leanne says, hey guys, now I can see you. That must have been a second ago. Let's see. Simple Life says, I need to start making bread again. That's something I've never done.
My sister's done it bunch.
Inside out junk removal, butterfly. I make cocoa breads. Uh-oh. All right, we got a dog named Coco.
Yeah.
He makes bread too, but I don't want to eat it.
That ain't bread. I don't know what you
Radar
call
said
that,
no. Oh, I ain't never heard of cocoa breads. If it's chocolate, though, I'd like it.
More than likely it is.
Uh-huh.
What is it, Radar? What are you doing under there hitting my leg? Come here.
That is so sweet. Everybody is just taking care of people. My favorite bread is Amish friendship bread. I have been looking for a recipe where it doesn't take so long to make it. I've got some of the friendship starter in the freezer, and I've been thinking about making me some more bread.
What is it, Radar?
Glenn's trying to get Radar to talk to y'all.
Oh, I hold him up there and he'll quit.
Radar. You gonna talk to him? Come on, talk to him.
So I don't like being held like this. I don't like that camera.
He says, I'm camera shy. He's got hair off his foot. Have you been fighting with some tom-toms?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that paw.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got it all spread out there.
Yeah, he still just flops out in my arm, don't he?
Uh-huh. Red says I can hear him purr. You watch Moorhead. Those are
Oh, you
called,
want your belly scrubbed?
Erica said those are called landmines. Talking about Coco's
Yeah.
bread. His really are, because, I mean, he's got some big old huge piles we keep having to get up.
You gonna fall out of
Lazy,
my
I
arm?
guess. Hi, Mustang Sally. Steve Carlson says
You ever
no.
seen a cat likes its belly rubbed? He'll take his hind paw and put it against my arm and slide my hand down to where he wants me to rub.
I ended up as a single mom and going to school full time, then
Them
working several
paws.
jobs. I know. I just didn't have the energy. Then the habit of buying started. Yep. I I don't know. Some days, whenever you're just feeling bad, it's hard to get bread and stuff like that made whenever it's on the shelves. But it's a lot better for you to do the stuff at home. I mean, you ain't got all of the preservatives, this, that, and the other. You ain't got to worry about somebody being sick, mixing your own bread dough or whatever. I mean, you know you done it, and
You know what you put in it.
exactly. He's eating that petting up. He is. Say, I'm just all laid out.
He's getting heavy though.
He is. Say, I'm
He's kind
growing
of
up.
scrawny right now where he's been running off and staying gone a few
Yeah,
days at a
it's
time.
that time of year.
He's been gone for what, 4 days, 3, 4 days? He came back a couple of days ago.
No, he's been here. He's been hiding out with the
Oh,
girls. Say, but I've been here.
I didn't see him 2 or 3 days there.
He finally come down there. I seen him every day, but he didn't stick around very long. I'm listening. I went to 4 stores just to get more yeast. I'm telling you, it's awful. I mean, it is. I know we've got a bunch of
Ah, boy,
split
wake up! You gotta
peas
go down.
and different kinds of beans and all
You
sorts of stuff
heavy.
like that that's up in the cabinet that we
Yeah.
got for, to mix with the meat or whatever. So we'll
Yeah.
have plenty of food, but we've also got
What?
canned green beans and pork and beans and soups and stuff like that. So I just hope everybody else is really stocked up, because I'm telling you, I mean, I'm afraid it's going to get bad.
Hey, it's gonna get worse before it gets better, probably.
Yep. We just all need to pray really hard, and Paula done it at 7 o'clock. Me and Glenn both.
Yep.
So we prayed yesterday evening, and I know I went and sent it to everybody on my messenger list. Yeah, he is meowing now. I don't even know where he's got to.
He was over here under my leg, but I don't know. I think he's under the.
Yeah, we come in the house, or like yesterday when we got home from Mama's, we pulled in the driveway, and he jumps up on the hood and then crawls right up the windshield, gets on the very top of the hood, and he and looks down at you through the window. And you're like, Radar, I can't get out. You're gonna have to move.
He thinks he's King Tiger here.
He does. He's over here rubbing on me. Say, I'm just spoiled. They're all spoiled. Over there's Sylvester. I'm surprised the rest of them ain't down here, because usually whenever we're down here and I hadn't put their food out yet for them to eat, they just all down here.
Oh, that blacking, he decided it wasn't going to let us sleep him up there if he fed it. But I showed him. I thought I was going to have to run over him to do it, but...
Red seen us. She said he's behind you.
Now he's over here on my feet and legs.
I see y'all have a garden. What's an easy garden to plant? I don't know if he's talking to us or not. Because we hadn't started.
No,
We've started some seeds. And I actually got me some Brussels sprouts yesterday. And I can't wait. I hadn't grown no Brussels sprouts ever before. And I want to this year because I absolutely love them. Didn't even know what they was till about 2 years ago.
Do you start them in pots or do you start them outside?
Now, I don't know about planting them, but I imagine I was just going to take and start them in pots and then transfer them.
Well, I didn't know we got them trays in there already got dirt in it.
Yep, we could start them in there because it ain't going to be long. I think our last frost date or possible frost date, whatever's in April, right?
I think.
But as wet
About
as it
middle
is, I'm
April.
figuring we're going to have to do taters and sacks and buckets and all sorts of stuff. And yes, we do need to pray for each other and be kind to each other.
Yep.
Hey, my best friend just texted me and said Dollar General just stocked, so I'm going to run and see if I can get some bread or yeast. You go, Annie Ann.
Yes.
And we wish you the best. Be safe.
Yep.
We love you too, honey, and you have an awesome day. Really careful.
Yeah, I know up there at that Dollar General yesterday, I can't remember if she said they was getting a truck today or... We back?
Let me see. It's still looping. Bye, Annie Ann. Yeah, we're back.
Alrighty.
Sorry, we're going to have to remember to change that. And Inside Out said yes in about 125 days. Paula said that was fast, LOL. Honey, are you okay?
Yeah, I just turned around
Okay,
too quick.
I thought I knew you was going backwards.
Yeah, I turned around too quick.
He gets drunk and don't even drink nothing.
Yeah. I blowed money for years and found out when I got older I didn't have to.
Yeah, I told him, I said, just think, you get that free now and you used to have to pay a lot of money for it. He said, yeah, but I don't want it now.
Yeah, I don't want
It's bad because some days he can just bend over and stand up, and when he does, he's just like grabbing for me everywhere, and you can just see him, and I hate it so bad.
It feels like I'm just keeping going on backwards, like I'm getting ready to stand on my head.
Let's see what Inside Out says. To plant some squash. I like squash. I like fried squash, but Glenn, he don't like squash, so.
I like growing them. They're easy plant to grow.
Oh, he said he's in Connecticut. I just plant my potatoes and bell peppers and onions and lettuce, or just planted them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
potatoes you can plant early.
Yep. I know we went and got this 10 by 17. Or do I need to give any spoiler alerts away? We just got a surprise coming.
If it
say
works,
that.
we don't know that it
If
works.
it works, we're going to try something, and we're going to show y'all a good idea. Because it should be pretty awesome if it works. It's probably time to start your summer crops. You probably have to have a short growing... Oh, she's talking to Inside Out.
Yeah.
Sorry. They said, yeah, you're back. Guys, it's so nice to be able to do this outside. I love it out here.
Yeah, especially this time of the year. I mean, it's a little breeze coming across. I mean, it's upper 60s, low 70s. So, I mean, it's just right out here right now.
Erica's going to start her winter garden next week.
Well, that sounds to me like she's either getting an early start or very late.
Well, she's in the UK.
Oh.
She's the one that's in the UK.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, now there I don't know.
And Red said they just put seeds in totes. That's a good idea too. I love zucchini and yellow squash, says Steve. I like zucchini and I like yellow squash too, but he's just not. He's a very picky eater. I mean, y'all, his favorite thing is hamburger. And I fixed hamburger every possible way that I know of to fix hamburger, and he'll eat it. Chicken breast or steak and stuff like that, it has to be spread far out, because he just don't eat much of them. He'll eat steak more than he does chicken breast, and the chicken breast is all he'll eat. So whenever we do the chubs, I guess our neighbors will get a lot of the dark meat and other stuff.
Well, you've got the same way. You got where all you want some breast too. So.
Well, I don't feel good enough to cook for 2 different people anymore. So.
Yeah, but you fix it the same way, so it
well,
ain't
no,
like
last time I did. I fixed it and I ate sandwiches out of it, but I can't eat that many legs and thighs.
You don't have to fix them all at one time.
I know that. Quit being so difficult.
I ain't, you are.
You tell him, Tom.
I think he's telling you.
You might want to touch our screen before we go off.
Oh.
I've got to tell him because Paula's talking about him. Oh, Erica, I'm sorry. She's in South Africa.
Oh, Lordy.
That's right. I'm sorry, Erica. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it was the UK, but South Africa, yes. She says we're going into our winter next month. I've always wanted to go to Africa. I think
Hey.
it's so pretty.
That's a good idea.
What?
Well, times here, that means it's coming spring over there.
Yeah. So you could just fly back and forth, right?
Yeah, we could go over and stay with her during their summer and then come back over here and stay here during the summer.
No doubt, but I'd be.
We could grow food year round.
People would think I was in the shower all the time. And you'd be standing there loving it, baking in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Used to be the other way around, though.
We've got us a big old compost pile, actually right up there, but
I gotta
there's
get
a place
out.
There's a place in Winston that starts on Good Friday.
Yeah.
And the town goes around and gets leaves and branches and all that.
You know, from the townhouses and stuff where they ain't got no place to put it, the town will go out and pick it all up and pile it up, grind it up, and then give
rotate
it away.
And all that throughout the year. And then there will be 2 times a year that they let people come down there and just get it for free. I mean, can't no businesses or like lawn people, stuff like that, or greenhouses, big greenhouses, can't none of them come get it. They used to load the stuff in big trailers, but they say that now they won't because they say
big dump truck.
Yep.
I reckon some of them got going with tractor and trailer, picking up tractor and trailer loads of it. A lot of the other people got to complaining, so they shut all that down. They said it wasn't it's for non-commercial places. If you run in some kind of commercial place, they'll kick you out of there.
Yep. But I'll tell you, that stuff is awesome. We put some in our garden. We was putting sweet potato slits in. And he took and had the row laid out and then put some of that in it. And then we went and planted the taters. I'm telling y'all.
We didn't.
Well,
I put that in there and then I reached the row and we went back and set the potatoes.
Sorry guys, we had to have a fight.
Yeah, I had to show who was boss.
No, we didn't. But I'm telling you, them sweet taters were so big. I had a 5-quart saucepan, peeled 1 sweet potato, and it was completely full of sweet potato. Them things was huge. Oh, and they were so good too. So I can't wait till we can get some of that.
Yeah, I bought them and planted them. That's the reason they were so good.
She said, well, the way things are going now in South Africa, a holiday will be super cheap.
Oh.
That was looking like those beds, 3 in ground planting beds.
Yeah, I think out of all the places in the world I've always wanted to go, Africa would be one, and
Ireland.
I always thought I'd love to go to Ireland.
Yep. He's always talked about Ireland. Red, that sounds good.
But I think there's supposed to be some Irish blood in us. So
yep.
That might be one of the reasons.
Both of them sounds good. The chicken's cream of chicken and the mushroom too.
Yeah.
You can't tell him what you put or he won't eat it either.
That's right.
But here's something that's really good. Take some hamburger with some mushrooms and onions and brown it, and then take some the brown gravy mix, the packets, and put you some milk in with it and put it on there and let it simmer, and then fix you some cream taters. He's back. Put it over cream taters, and that is awesome. What? Paula said, Glenn, your phone done it again.
Well,
wow.
I done straightened it out now. She's way behind.
Miss Paula, I might have to fight my 2 twin girls. They 6 years old and they love climbing the trees.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun
Sound
when you're
like two little
younger.
tomboys.
Uh-huh. And you know, I didn't know that squirrels and moles would eat garlic. I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know. There's a lot I don't know though.
I just made it, well,
There's a lot I don't
well,
know.
there's a lot of us don't know, but you know. I just made a dish for the hubby the other day that is great for cheap hamburger. Mama called it shit on shingles. I don't know another name for it. How is it made?
Radar.
Are you leaving? Did I miss it? Oh, inside out's leaving, huh? Got to go cut down 2 trees.
Mm.
I got me some pawpaw trees I got to plant, guys. Debbie Higgins, the one that's in here, her husband, that's usually in on our chats. Debbie Higgins, her husband, give me 2 of them.
Really? What's the matter? I ain't standing here holding you.
He's so
It,
funny.
it ain't whole radar day.
So yeah, it is.
No, it ain't. I don't care.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not leaving that. Mrs. Sandy leaving.
yeah, yeah.
Well, Sandy,
Well,
thank you for being in here.
when I helped you over there, you wouldn't talk. No,
Oh, guys, let's see.
no.
We don't want to stay on here too long because we got a lot of stuff we got to
Yeah,
do.
I got a load of hay up there. I got to get put in the barn here in a few minutes.
Yep, we got the bulls where they eat that hay, big old roll of hay in 2 days. I just can't believe 4 of them could eat that much hay. Are you gonna fall down the side of the side radar?
He did.
Did he have you comatose?
He fell plumb off of the top side.
I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but that was funny.
He just standing there and just started flipping over. He fell plumb off and I caught him.
Say I'm just rotten. Say I just rotten. We started having that even before Dad joined the Army, but it was super cheap deal, but feeling and tasting. You gonna? This
All right,
time.
that's
Did
enough.
she tell me
Get back
what it
in
was?
there.
Hamburger gravy powdered over toast slices laid out as if they are shingles. I bet that is good.
Well, that sounds kind of like what we do with the potatoes
Yeah.
over. I meant that
The
over the
hamburger
potatoes.
over, yeah. Have you ever put mushrooms and onions in it? That's really good with it. I love it with mushrooms and onions. I know I took some to work with me one day, and Sandy was there, and she said, "What in the world is that?" And I said, "It's my own concoction," and I'd never heard tell of it. And I was just playing with hamburger one day, and I thought, I bet this would be good. So I give it a whirl, and it really was.
That's why most food was
Sandy,
mistakenly
we
made
love
anyway.
you too, honey. You have a good day and be careful. We still got 13 in here.
Hey,
Radar's still trying to talk to y'all.
he still wanting me to pick him up. He's standing on my foot now.
Y'all hear Miss Rhonda? That's her over there. Yeah, not you, Radar. It's starting to loop, so you might want to touch it again. See,
Well, I
those
just
rubs
touched it.
got to feeling so good. He fell right out. He sure did.
He did. If I hadn't caught him, I don't know. He might have landed on his head or back.
That was so funny. Yeah, you a little fart. Well, if y'all do come to South Africa someday, I'll happily volunteer to show you around. I think spending time with you would be a blast.
Hilarious most of the time. But
Yep. But I think it would be a lot of fun, and I would.
Yeah.
I love. Are you anywhere close to the? What is it? The safari? What is it they call that place where all the wildlife and stuff is? Out in the bush. I can't remember right now what it's called.
I don't know neither. I can't.
But I know it. I've just watched so many documentaries on South Africa or Africa, and I just absolutely love it.
Hey,
A meal I came up with ages ago because it's called poor because it's all I had in it. This is called poor man's meal. Mashed taters, hamburger, cheese, and a can of veggies. If you get them, my ex loved that meal. I
look,
bet that sounds good. What,
you
what
gonna
are
get
you
your attention
doing?
somehow, ain't you, boy?
What are you doing?
Somebody want a cat?
He's very friendly and he'll talk to you.
If he don't break his neck first.
Radar, you're going to have to quit, buddy. You're going to give me a heart attack. I'm a retired nurse, but this week I become a homeschool teacher to my granddaughter since their school closed down.
Oh,
Man, that's going to be rough.
yep.
Busch Gardens. We've been to Busch Gardens. Absolutely love Busch Gardens.
We've been to two of them, ain't we?
Yep.
One up there in Virginia and one in Florida.
Yep. And the one in Virginia, you actually have to put your car on a.
Well, that's just the way I went to get there.
Well, yeah, but we put it on a boat ferry, and rode across, and that was neat. That was the first time I'd ever been on a car ferry boat,
Don't
I
feel
guess.
bad. It was my first time too.
Oh, in South Africa.
I'm just glad I never made that turn in a big truck going up through there. I don't know what they'd have done.
Kruger National Park. Paula says no, she don't want cats. She's got two already.
Well, one more won't hurt.
He'd love you girls.
Yeah.
He'd really love your girls.
You have a bunch of little cats.
Uh-huh. Paula said she'd been to the one in Virginia.
You'd have your own little cat farm.
You'd have your own cat house.
Well, I tried to say it nicely.
Well, I did too.
No, you come plumb out and blurted it.
All animals are just special. Red said she's got 4. I've seen both of y'all's and they're beautiful.
We got a bunch. I don't know how many.
Bubbles says Radar's the most lovable kitty cat. I'm in love with him already. He's so precious. He really is.
What's your address?
Paula said they're fixed, so she wouldn't own a cat house.
Oh, Beanie. How you gonna come a grandma like that?
She says meow meow is bad enough without adding to the mix. LOL. Red's like LOL cat house.
How far behind are you?
I'm at the bottom.
Okay, I can't believe you caught up.
Hi, Joe. Nice to have you in here.
Yeah.
She says, I'm already a grandma and a great grandma.
Oh.
You don't look. Congratulations.
No. That's the reason I had to look away on that, and I just don't. It don't fit her.
No, it don't. But that's awesome. I know whenever Junior was born, it was just amazing. Oh, Dekira.
Yeah, her mama called her yesterday and said her aunt wanted us to become parents.
Yeah.
Instant parents.
Y'all pray for us, because this one we're going to have to think about and pray over. One of my cousins is my uncle's daughter. She's lost her kids, and I'm pretty sure she had 3.
I know for a fact too.
Yep, and because I know the last one, they was afraid she was going to lose it because of she was in the hospital for days before she had it. But anyway, she's lost them, and evidently they're not going to get them back, and they're wanting us to foster them. So
No, they want us to adopt them.
yeah, and I've got to call my aunt. I'm back. Law, you got back quick.
Annie Ann?
Yes.
I hear you.
No luck on bread, yeast, or vinegar. But they do have coffee. That I was about out of.
Now, if you're a little closer, I can fix you up on some vinegar.
The park's name is Kruger National Park. It's only about a 4 hours drive. Well, I'd love to go there. That's awesome.
Where's that?
In South Africa. That's Erica, sorry.
Yeah.
But I know it's not the fact that we don't want to take these kids. We could give them a good home, but just with as old as we are in our health problems, I just don't know if I
Yeah,
could.
because these are
They're
young.
young. I mean, I
Well,
know they're probably at least 7 and under.
I start say 10 and under at the most.
That would be the most, but I
Yeah.
think they're more like 7 and under. But I just,
And I mean, we'd love it and everything, but I just don't know if we're able.
yep.
I don't know if I've got that much more run left in me or not.
Exactly. And I know with my feet and the fibromyalgia and everything else, it's just,
And they'd love it out here
oh
probably on the
yeah,
farm.
they'd love it out here, and we would have a lot of help. So I mean, there's a lot of good sides and bad sides
Um,
to it, but I know that's a lot of money, and I just don't want to. We could love them, we could give them support, but I just don't know if we've got the energy or the means to take care of
yeah.
3 kids like that. So y'all just please pray for us that the Lord will lead us in the right direction and do the right thing. And if we do take them, that He gives us enough energy to be able to do it.
Yeah, because I don't know which way to even try to think about
I
it.
don't neither. I've got to call her and talk to her, and I've not done it yet because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Annie Ann said she's less than a mile from Dollar General, so it was a quick trip. Yes, it
Mm,
was. Deanna says, I have 4 children of my own, and I foster parented my great niece and nephew for 9 years. I know we talked about just fostering them, but I just don't think I could have somebody coming up and adopting them after I'd even had them 6 months, let alone a
or the
few
bad part,
years.
they come and want to adopt the youngest one or something and having to split them up. I don't think I could handle doing that.
I offer whoever does adopt them to take them for weekends from time to time. That way you're helping family help family. Well, that sounds like a good thing. I hadn't even thought about
Yeah, but
that.
I don't know if there's anybody in your family that's.
And yeah, taking on 3 kids would be a very big undertaking. I mean, very big. Annie Ann says, I totally get that, April. I'm not sure I would have the energy either. And I mean, there's days it's hard for us to get out here and just do the feeding. I mean, so hard. And
I
both
mean,
of us working together, it takes us almost an hour and a half, between an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending. I mean,
yeah, I heard when I do it by myself, 2 hours when she helps me.
you lie. And so I just worry. I mean, I know, like I said, I know the love part and the guidance and all that would be no problem. It's just all the homework and the teaching and all
Now
that.
that's the part that I wouldn't be able to help them none on.
Huge decision to make to take those children. Yes, it is, and it's not easy because you want to help them because you know that they've had it rough. I mean, they really have had it rough, and I'd rather them be with family.
There you go.
Lazy Acres Homestead, oh my goodness, what a precious situation y'all are in. That's a lot of work taking on those babies. It is, and if it didn't mean so much to me, and I didn't know what I was at stake, I wouldn't be so worried about it, but I do. And
Yeah,
it's
and the
my
way this
kin
world's
people.
getting too, it's kind of hard to think about raising kids up in it anymore.
Yep. And see, he's getting ready to turn 59, and I'm 51. So, I mean, it's just,
Don't know
man,
if we got enough time left to get them halfway through, or halfway through to where they can take care of themselves or not.
exactly. I raised my three nieces and nephews, and I couldn't do it now at my age. That's what JoJo's saying. And
Yeah.
Johanna says, I couldn't do it. I am 61, and no way my husband is 71. Red says, I'm 51 and couldn't do it. I'm 48, and there's no way I could do it. I don't have the patience. My nerves are bad. Well, as long as I'm not having a bad day as far as hurting, my nerves usually, I'm pretty easy going. But on days that I'm hurting really bad, my nerves do get short, and that's
Well,
the days I worry about.
I could probably handle that part better now than I could 20 years
Oh,
ago.
yeah, because he used to have a temper from
Yeah.
Y'all, I mean, his temper was about
My temper
this
scared me.
long.
My temper scared me now since I stopped and looked back at over some of the things I done when I got mad.
And now I'm telling you, I can't believe I don't understand. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. But I do not know how he got from being this tempered person to just the most humblest and most
I
precious
mean,
person
it's
ever.
still there, but I've learned how to control it a
I
lot.
mean, he can be. If I'm on the phone talking to some idiot and they make me mad, I hand him the phone because he puts them in their place and don't never raise his voice, don't never get out of control. And I'm there just steaming, and I'm like, what am I going to say to these people that lets them know how I'm feeling? And I hand him the phone, and he does it and don't get mad or nothing.
Yeah, they usually start getting mad and fussing at me. And I just tell them right quick, I ain't fussing at you, when at me.
Yep.
You know.
JoJo says even my grandchildren in a few hours and I'm ready to pack them off home quick like. And yeah, Paula, that idea, she says, I've taken 11 kids in my home over the years and it is very difficult. It is, I know, and especially whenever you're not exactly sure the situation of,
Or what they're coming out of.
yeah, because I mean, you don't know Mama done during the time she was carrying them or anything like that for sure, and
Well, some of it even before with their daddy.
yeah.
I mean, it's a big decision.
It takes a village to raise a child, and you're exactly right. That way they get very well-rounded.
Yep.
They get everybody's opinion and can pick.
I mean, I know I could learn them a lot of stuff, especially about, how to help learn them to survive, on their own as they got older. But
Hey, Joy, nice to have you in here. Yeah, and
howdy.
I mean, I know being on a farm is the best place in the world for a youngin'.
Yeah.
I mean, you put them out here doing the feeding, digging in the dirt, planting, gardening, and all this, and it'll wear them out, and they'll be able to go to bed in no time. And that's a good, wholesome life for any kid. And that part wouldn't be a problem. It's just
Part
all
with me
this.
would be when they got sick. That'd be my worstest part.
Yes, I'm watching my autistic grandson today.
Hmm.
I've known a few of those, and as a parent, that would be something so hard, especially depending on the severity of it. But that would just be something so hard to deal with because you just want to hug and love on that child, and most of the time, that's not what that child wants.
Well, a lot of times it ain't that when they want it, it ain't what they need at the time too, and it's harder with that type of child to set your foot down.
Yep. And Paula says, I guarantee the situation was bad for them to be removed, and yes, it was. It was really
More
bad for
than
the little
likely.
youngins. You'll need a nap for a few days. Talking to Joy, where she's grand-sitting, or grand-sitting.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yes, one nephew I had to pick up after he was born, he was a crack baby. That is so sad.
Oh, Lordy.
That is something you have to consider. It is, and I know we talked about that last night because he's,
Up there where they're at, it's hard to say. I hope and pray she never got into that stuff, but
I know
we ain't
she's,
been around her enough to know.
I know she's sleeping all day long.
Yeah.
So,
Or that's what we've been told. We don't know that, but that's what we was told.
yep. What and how they come into this world or been through, and that does. I mean, because that sets a stage for a youngin' for a lot of things, and it takes a while to get stuff like that out, especially when they've been
Well, some of them never get out of it.
exactly, but where they've been, it's been so traumatic for them. I mean, taken away from the people that they love, that's their mom and daddy, and just put out here with somebody else. I mean, it's sad.
Because we ain't seen them kids but what, once or twice?
Yep.
And that was the oldest one probably, but I don't know.
Well, we've seen the baby, a couple of times, but they, I don't know. Like I said, they actually don't come to very many reunions or anything.
Well, we
And
don't go to all of them either. So.
no, but we've been to a lot more, and they've not even been there. So I mean, you know, they pretty much stated themselves. So
Yeah.
what would you do if the kids' parents always ended up knocking on your door? What would you do? What would you want to do?
Well, I would love for them to come and knock on my door and see the youngins. That I would, especially if they got their act straight and was doing right. But now if they come and they wouldn't, I'd
And it
send them down the road
and
one way
it
or the
caused
other.
problems because you know that the
Yeah.
youngins. I mean, it'd make them feel good to see them, but look at how
Yep.
bad it'd make them feel whenever they left. And
Yeah,
that
but
was
if
another thing
was
was
staying
talking
straight to
about.
come and do that, if it is that situation, then that way, maybe he'd get them on the right street and get straightened out and they'd be able to get their kids back.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the reason I seen it that way, because, I mean, yeah,
Paula said in that case the law would step in, but most likely they will never come knocking. You're exactly right.
probably right.
Because if you don't care enough about them while you got them to get up and feed them and take care of them, then you're not going to care after they're gone.
Unless it's like some of these others and come and start trying to cause trouble and want money.
Yeah.
And that I will not do.
And yeah, that would be a horrible situation to deal with because, I mean, you got the kids there trying to take care of them, and then if they see that you're being mean to their mom and daddy, I mean, what do you think that's going to, the feelings they're going to have towards you then? I mean, that's,
Yep.
most time parents who lose their parents don't come around at all, and you're exactly right, they don't, because if they cared about them to start with, they'd have never lost them.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's, I just, kids should always come first. If no matter what, kids should always come first. Even if you have to do without yourself, those kids should come first. And there's so many people don't see it like that, and it's a shame because that kid never asked to be brought into this world, and they shouldn't be treated like that because they're all just so innocent. It's sad when people don't understand that. I mean, this the state wanted to keep the mother around him. I missed something. I asked when I still had teenagers at home to take in my grandnephew. I only had one rule: no drug addict mother was allowed around. The state wanted to keep the mother around him even though she was an addict. I said no, I didn't want it around my teenagers, and I don't blame you.
I don't neither. I mean, it's going to be hard enough to try to turn kids around enough to hopefully by the time they get to that age that they'll know right from wrong. But when it's still being flaunted in their face, it makes it even harder.
And Bubbles, yes I do. I can't swear to it, but I really do. I really and truly think so. He's wanting if drug taking was a problem.
Well, like I said, where they live at, for last years that I know of, it's pretty bad in that area. So
Yep.
a good 50% chance anyway, if not a greater.
Yep. After 6 months of doing as she had been told, she petitioned the court for custody. The child went to live with his mother for the first time in his life at 14 years old.
Mm.
That's something else. Annie Ann said, I was a single mom with my oldest. I did without a lot to make sure he had what he needed, and that made you an awesome mom.
Yep.
Because I know personally a bunch that just their wants gets took care of, and then their kids at last, and that's just not what it should be like.
Nope.
Erica says, I'm a single mother and my daughter is my world, and that's the way it should be because they're just so innocent. And they're just, they just love you so much. I mean, it's just, I just don't understand. Here, you want to sit down?
No. I just need to walk over here a minute.
All right.
Get that.
I was, okay, Paula said I was a single mother of two. Most of the kids in my home. I'm a single mom and raised Travis from my wheelchair. And you know, it's hard on single parents. I mean, it really is. Because you've not only got to be the mom or the dad, but you've got to be the other also. And plus, all of the breadwinning and everything comes from one person and not two. And I just say bless y'all. Because that takes somebody very kind to be able to do that.
Well, people, I know I'd like to stay here and do this, but I've got to get up here and get some hay put in the barn.
Did you touch your phone?
I did a minute
Okay,
ago.
because Paula said touch your phone, Glenn.
I did a second ago. Here, I'll do it again. So you see my finger?
JoJo said she left him at the hospital when he was born. She never laid eyes on him until he was 3 years old. She couldn't leave drugs alone long enough to visit him, and that's so awful.
That's bad.
I mean, it is so awful.
At least, I mean, it sounded like she done the right thing by leaving him at the hospital and went on. I mean, that's better than dragging it around through all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was good that
She's using a little bit of common sense.
Yeah, she gave him the option of having a better life and not, you know, dragging him down that road, because there's so many bad things that happens to kids that are with people who's in that situation.
Yep.
Just because they're not being watched, and the people that hang around them just don't have no scruples, you know.
There's a lot of that stuff, they're doing it right around them, and the youngins are getting it and everything else. I mean, because they ain't paying, you know, they're getting that mind state, they ain't paying attention to what them youngins are doing.
Exactly. But, guys, we are going to let y'all get off of here today, and this was kind of a pretty serious conversation today.
Yeah.
And I'll...
Makes a little better, clearer vision at what we're thinking about, though.
Yeah. And I really, I just, we need your prayers so that we'll do the right thing. And if we don't, that maybe we can help them get to the right place or whatever. So, everybody just be praying for us, and we just appreciate y'all awesome people so much.
Because if we do it, we got a bunch of work that we got to get done in a hurry.
Yep.
I'll have to clean my office area out and make a bedroom back in it.
Yep, and I don't even know if we've got 2 beds. Well, we'll need an extra bed too.
Well, if it's 3 of them, if there's 2 boys or 2 girls, we'll probably have to put 2 small beds in one bedroom.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. We'll need some extra beds. But anyway, guys,
that ain't no big deal.
Y'all have a wonderful day, and we appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Yes.
And we'll probably see you guys tomorrow.
If not tonight.
Yeah, he's wanting to go live again tonight, but
yeah.
And if any of y'all moderators are busy during the time, I was going to say this earlier and I forgot, but if y'all are busy while we're trying to get our hours, we understand that y'all got lives that y'all need to do and other moderating that y'all need to do. So,
and we ain't the only one out here trying to do this.
Exactly.
And we're probably the newest ones on the block right now, so you know.
But we've just got to get a bunch of hours in a short amount of time, because it's coming up on the time we're starting to lose the watch hours and stuff, because you know you do it within 365 days. And we're close enough to hit. Would be a shame to lose a lot of it, so we're going to have to either push or... We just got to push. There ain't no slacking off. So like I said, if we go live and y'all got another commitment or anything, just text me and say, hey, I'm here, sorry, or, you know, whatever, and we'll understand. Or even if you can't text us, we'll understand.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, on that note, thank you guys for jumping in and talking to us, and God bless y'all. Stay safe and have a wonderful day. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye. How was it I done that?
Oh, Glenn, I don't remember, and I can't see from here.
Right there.
There you go.